Hey guys, Sodax here, and today I'm bringing you another overdue, really late deck profile. So as you can see here, we have this deck profile is going to be on the new Pale Moon stuff. It came out in a trial deck and GBT05, and yeah, really late because GBT06 is coming out in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, yeah. So this deck is obviously going to be changed a bit after set 6 comes out, but right now I'm just going to give you the GBT05 variant. So yeah, let's get started. So starting Vanguard, we run Happiness Collector. She is from the trial deck, so you're obviously going to get one of her, so she's not... So yeah, so her ability is Generation Break 1. When one of your units is called from the soul, you can put her into the soul, you draw one card and soul charge 1. So basically, you're just feeling your soul. You get plus, you're drawing one card. So yeah, I don't know any other starters out there that will help, but I like Happiness Collector for now. So yeah. Okay, grade 3s. It should be obvious what grade 3 you should be running. You should be running 4 Magician Harri. He is your grade 3 ride, so you need to make sure you ride onto him. Otherwise, because this deck is all about him, this deck works off of him, so if you don't ride him, then the deck kind of slows down a bit. But yeah, let's put the shiny ones up front. Okay, so his ability is Generation Break 2. When he attacks a Vanguard, choose one card from your soul, call it to rear, and that unit gets plus 3k to end of turn, and that unit stays out. So the new thing with the new Pale Moon stuff is called Magia, which basically is that when they call something from the soul, then that card goes back into the soul. So that's kind of helpful when you're playing against cards that either, like against Link Joker, that binds your that locks your cards, or things that makes you retire cards like Kagero. So it basically saves your rear guards, but is not good against Shadow Paladin, especially if they have Diablo, then you have nothing to retire. So be careful of that. So that's the new thing with Magia. So his GB2 skill lets you call something from a soul and gives a plus 2k, which stays on the field, which is pretty good. Gives you another attack in, especially works well if you use Darkside Princess. His on-stride ability is Magia, so during the turn that when your G unit strides, you may pay the cost, which is Caramelast 1. You can soul charge one card, and then you call a card from your soul to rearguard, and it gains plus 5,000 to end of turn. And then at the end of the turn, it goes back into your soul. So, in and out, magic, all that stuff, Magia. So yeah, again, this deck is all about working off Magia, in and out soul, and all that. So yeah, so 4 Harri is what you need, basically. It's kind of essential, Harri. Your backup grade 3, what I run is 4 Luquier Reverse. She's a good backup, but again, you want to ride into Harri, so she's basically used for Strive Fodder, or help you search for Harri if you don't have. But she's still a good backup. Her ability is Limit Break 4, Caramelast 1, and choose one of your Pale Moon Reguards and lock it. You choose one Pale Moon card from your soul, call it to Reguard, and it gets plus 5,000 power to end of turn. So, just helps fills out your field, gets plus 5k, so not too shabby. Then her other ability is that she gets plus 2k if you have normal Luquier in the soul, but that's not going to happen because you don't run the Luquier. That's in a Silverthorn deck, which I did deck profile on a while back. So yeah. Grade 2s. First, grade 2, you run 4 Flying Peryton. This card's really good. I like him. Mr. Rainbow Wings over here, Dear Rainbow Wings. So his ability is Magia. Generation Break 1. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, you can soul charge 1. Choose up to 1 card from your soul, call it to the rearguard in the same column as this card into end of turn, and it goes back into the soul, the card you call. So basically, he basically helps you make a column. Soul charging again to give you more, what's the word? More options for things to call out into your soul from the soul. So yeah, really good card. Makes you makes an easy column, so you don't have to drop another card to put behind him to make him boost for that one turn. So yeah, for Flying Peryton. Next, make it nice everything. See, next you run for Darkside Princess. I like this card. I think she's very essential to the deck. That's my opinion. I'm not sure about everybody else's opinion, but I think she's very essential. So basically, her skill is that when this unit attacks a Vanguard, this is only rear guard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you can give this unit plus 5,000 power into a battle, and then at the end of that battle, put this unit into your soul. So basically, it just says what it says in her text. When she attacks Vanguard, give it plus 5,000 power, so she becomes 14 by herself. And then after that, she goes into the soul. So yeah, you can do some pretty nice plays with that. If you manage to hit with the stride, you can call her back out again. Or you can, if you have the Amber clone, attack with her first, and attack with the Amber clone. Use Amber clone skill to bring her out. So yeah, getting more. She's basically comboing off her ability with other abilities from this deck. You can attack 4 times, maybe even 5 times, because of the trigger lineup, which I'll get to later. But yeah, I like Darkside Princess. She, I think you need to really run for her until GBT06. Who knows? Speaking of the Amber clone, 3 Amber clones. This deck does use a lot of Counter Blast because of Harri and then strides and then other things. Is it? I'm derping a bit. Oh yeah, well, on the strike counts Counter Blast too and all that. So not too bad, but you have the GM flippers, so that's fine. But yeah, 3 Amber clones. Her name is Jacqueline, card dealer Jacqueline. So yeah, like every other Amber clone, her ability works on GB1 and when she's boosted. So when you attack a Vanguard and she's boosted, Counter Blast 1, Soul Charge 1, choose a grade 2 or less card from your soul and call it to rear guard. And that stays on the field. So it's not Magia, so it stays on the field. So basically, you have her, you have Darkside Princess on the other column. You attack with Darkside Princess first, unboosted, goes into soul. Then you attack with Jacqueline. Use her skill, call Darkside Princess out again, attack Vanguard, then attack with Darkside with boost. So that's the essential thing I usually do with that. So yeah, 3 because I think that's all you really need. Peyton's really good. He does it for free. Soul Charge 1. Darkside Princess is for free. So just 3 Jacquelines. Okay, for grade 1s, you run 3 Brassie Bunnies. This is a really good card. So the ability is that when it only works in the soul. When another one of your Paymoon cards is called from the rear guard, if you have a Paymoon Vanguard, you may call this card to a rear guard circle and then end a turn and goes back into soul. So basically, this works off well with Darkside Princess or anything, or Peyton, because he calls something from soul. Peyton, Harri, anything that calls from soul, which is basically anything in this deck, he'll come out too. So basically, this is your grade 1 ride, because he'll be in the soul after that. So then you can just call him out whenever you want when you call something from the soul. So yeah, 3 because grade 1 lineup is pretty right now. So 3 is all you have to deal with for now. 3 Purple Trapezist. She basically helps you fix your soul when you messed up on something. So yeah, her ability is that when she's placed on rear guard, you choose one of your other Paymoon cards, put into your soul, and then after you choose a card from your soul not named Purple Trapezist and called to rear guard. So basically, so it's not Magia, because she was made for Magia. So whatever she calls out stays on the field. So then whatever you call it, then if you have him in the soul, you can call him out. So basically, it helps fix your soul if you want to get a card out of your soul there. And then call out Brassie Bunny so it can call something out. So yeah, a lot of calling combo potential and a lot of attack options. Next, 4 of the Stride Bunnies, because as a Stride deck, you need to Stride. So yeah, nothing much else to say, except that she's also cute. I like the bunny. You know what's also cute? The Perfect Guard, which you're going to run 4 of, and then obviously 1 SP, because awesomeness. Yeah, so 4 Perfect Guards, G Perfect Guards preferably, because you need to unflip in this deck, because Counterblast is a thing. So yeah, nothing much else to say. Now we're on to the trigger lineup. You're going to run 8 crits, because crits are going to crit. You're going to run this one, because it's a Margot clone, so why not? And then you're going to run this one, and this one does some really stupid shenanigans with Harri and all that. So basically this crit is like every other crit, that when Vanguard with Harri attacks, you put into Soul, you draw a card, and then your Vanguard gets plus 5k to end a turn. What's really stupid is that because you can keep calling things from the Soul, you can call this thing out from one of the abilities, attack with Harri, put it back into Soul, then do stuff with that, so you're plussing yourself and all that. So yeah, a lot of stuff you can do with that. So 4 of the Harri crit, and then 4 of this Margot clone, which got reprinted in the trial deck. So it's probably, so yeah, it comes in 4s in the trial deck actually. So yeah, you get playset of Poison Juggler. You get the trial deck. 4 stands. I like the stand, because the stand is really good. It helps you choose the cards you want to put into your Soul. Basically, her ability is Generation Break 1. Put this card at the top of the deck. When this card is put into your Soul, you may pay the cost. If you do, search for 1 card in your name not named Prankster Girl of the Mirrorland and put it into your Soul, and then shuffle your deck. So basically, when she goes into Soul, you're swapping her out with another card that you want to put into the Soul. So you can put like another Brassie Bunny in order to get those call options, or free call. Darkside Princess if you don't have her. And yeah, the stand trigger is good. And again, if you manage to check it, you get another attack in. So yeah. And then 4 heals, because heals are going to heal. So yeah. And that is it for the main deck. Now we're going to go to the G Zone. Grab his pink sleeves for Harri. Right, so for G Zone, run 2 Ardor Dragon Master Amanda. She's from the trial deck, so she's not that hard to find. Her ability is that when she attacks a Vanguard and the attack hits, you can Soul Charge 1. Put 1 card, choose a card from your Soul, call to Reguard, and it gets plus 2k to end a turn. And because it's Magia, it goes back into the Soul end of turn. So you can call Darkside Princess to make her 11k, then use her ability, she becomes 16k. So yeah, combos off nice. Well, it's on hitter, so yeah. Now you run 1 Clifford. He's just there in case you're playing against decks like Shadow Paladins that will be running Diablo. If you're playing Shadow Paladins, always assume they're going to be running Diablo. So yeah, because his ability is that when you hit the Vanguard, you choose a grade 2 or less card from your Soul, call it to Rearguard, and it gets plus 2k to end of turn. But it stays, since it's not Magia, it stays on the field permanently. So yeah, so it doesn't go back into Soul, so you don't have to. So you can use it against Shadow Paladin player who might Diablo you. So yeah, 1 Clifford. Next 2, 3, and 4 Jester. Jester Demonic Dragon, Lunatec Dragon, and 1 SP. That's nice. He is your Persona Flipper. So his skill is that when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost, which is Persona flipping it. So a copy of it, turn it face up. Then it gets the ability Auto when your unit is placed on the Rearguard Circle from your Soul. That unit gets plus 2k to end of turn. And the continuous ability Generation Break 3. During your turn, it gets plus 1 crit. Just like that. So obviously first stride would be either her or Clifford. Then second stride, you go to Lunatec, where he unflip himself, and he'll be Generation Break 3. So yeah. Yeah. So basically, all your call unit gets plus 2k. So combo off with Harri, who gives a plus 5. You're giving unit plus 7 when you call from soul. Then anything else just gets a bonus plus 2, which is not too shabby. Then after that, he gets a crit, just like that, just by persona flipping, which is pretty good. He just get a crit just like that. So yeah, run 4 Jester dragons, because he essentially is he's a good stride. Then finally, last card, 1 Harri GR. 1 of is probably all you need of him. So his ability is Generation Break 3, Counter Blast 2, and choose one of your rear guards and put into soul. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 3 cards from your soul, call it to separate rear guard circles. Then, if you have 5 or more rear guards, I'm not sure how you're going to have more than 5 rear guards, unless you're going to do Legion rear guards. Your opponent chooses 2 of his or her rear guards, put them into the soul, and then at the end of the turn, all the cards you call from his ability goes back into soul. So Magia, basically. Yeah. 1 of, push for more attacks. So yeah. So the cost is kind of hefty though, but screw your opponent's field, because you're sending 2 back. So yeah, that's it for the G zone. So set up, so you would have Harri. So Jacqueline, Bunny. Just put some bunnies out there. That. Let's see. So let's say it's like this. So then you would stride onto that. Use skill, soul charge 1. Just soul charge something. Soul charge. Then you'll call out something, give it plus 5k. So you'll probably call Darkside Princess, and then Brassie Bunny skill because of his skill, something like that. So then what you do in this such a situation, you'll swing unboosted first. Boom. It doesn't hit whatever. It goes into soul. Just attack with Jacqueline. Use her skill. Call this back out. And then attack with Vanguard. Pray you get stand triggers, because you run them. Stand again. Probably. And then just swing for that turn. And then these 2 will go into your soul. And if you do Lunatec, you have your crit there. Pretend soul charge. So then call something. She becomes 7. She gets plus 7, and then Brassie Bunny get plus 2. So then this would be, I've used her skill, so that's 2, 16, 21. 21, you become a 29 column if you decide to use her skill. So yeah, not too bad. Then after, or if you try into Harri, then preferably instead of something behind that, you will probably have stand trigger there. You attack with something, and attack with column again. Then attack with Harri, use his skill, Counter Blast 2, put this in soul, and since it goes in your soul, you can put this on top of your deck, search for something you want to put into your soul, and there. So that's why the stand trigger is good. And then you just call more things. That's like a very brief thing of what to do with this deck. But yeah, that is it for this deck profile, guys. If you like what you see, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like what you see on my channel. And I also have a Twitter now, so I'll probably leave a link. There's a link in the description if you actually want to follow me, if you're interested. And yeah, so that's it for this deck profile, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.